Howdy. I had a dream. A crazy dream. I forgot most of it. But here goes. Oh, but first a quick update. This weekend somebody backed into one of my cars. And that maybe could be the realization of the dream I had where I totaled a car. Obviously this car isn't totaled because I didn't say it was totaled. I said somebody backed into it. It's actually, I haven't seen it. I don't know how bad it is. It's not a car that I drive. It's a car that a friend of mine drives, but it's mine. And yeah, so maybe not. So I had this dream. It may have been two dreams, because I got home yesterday around 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, and I just went straight to bed. And I went into a really deep sleep. The kind that you have where it takes so much out of you, you lose your sense of time in general. And so when you wake up, you have no idea where you are. If not, then I guess that just happens to me. But yeah, I woke up and all I knew is it was dark. I had no clue what day it was. I actually had the impression that maybe I'd slept through the entirety of Wednesday and that it was now Thursday. And that would have been bad, because that means I would have missed a whole day of work. And if you know me, I'm about my paper. So that would have sucked. But anyway, I woke up around 11 o'clock at night, and then after maybe 40 minutes or so of just kind of wandering around my house and looking at my yard and observing the storm, the storm, I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again like at 4:30. So this may have been pieced together from two separate dreams, or maybe this one was just continued. So in this dream, I remember that I was in a house, a really big house. It was like a mansion. And there was a corridor that had all this really fancy stuff and paintings. Not unlike that one back there. Oh, you can't see my finger. That one back there. Sorry about that. But that's not the one that was in the mansion. There was a painting of a woman with long brown hair, and she was wearing like a white dress, it's hard to say. It looked like it was Victorian era. And maybe she had an umbrella, not 100%. There was lace, I want to say. And I saw the picture, I saw the painting, and my friend was there, Ben. Ben's been on this channel a few times. He did one of the Book of Mormon readings. He was in the video where I went to that tea house, and he was in some other video, I'm sure. He's been in like 3 or 4 videos. And then the Facebook exclusive where he unboxes his Christmas present. So, he's there, and I have this thought, or these series of thoughts that are like brewing in me, and it's something sad. And I want to tell him, but I sense that maybe it wouldn't be best to tell him. And this painting is reminding me of an episode of something, I don't know what. And I'm like, oh yeah, this painting is just like in that episode of, and then whatever it was I thought it was. And then I was going to connect the dots with the sadness. And I didn't, because I thought, oh, wait, I don't want to make him sad. So I just kind of dropped it. And we kept walking through the mansion. And then at some point, not there anymore. Then I was on my second porch, because I have 2 porches. There's one behind me in the front of the house, and there's one down there in front of the master bedroom. And in between, there's just rooms. So I was on the porch, and it was dark. And even though I knew I was outside and on the porch, it felt like I was in an enclosed area. Almost like that big empty space that Jesus went to in that other dream I posted about. and there was darkness, and there was a doorway. Okay, it wasn't an actual doorway like here's a wall, and then here's the frame. No, it was the frame just all by itself, just chilling in the middle of my porch, and I was working on it. I had a hammer and I had nails, and I have no idea what I was doing because, look, I hate to admit it, but I'm not that handy. Not in the traditional sense. You know, I can fix my car. I can fix, well, I was able to fix my truck. But yours, I probably couldn't. I don't build things with hammers and nails. I build things with, circuit boards and my mind. Anyway, I'm not a carpenter, is what I'm trying to say. My dad was, I'm not. And, yeah, it really surprised me that I was working on this frame because it makes no sense. I mean, why am I working on a doorway that's going nowhere? It's not attached to anything. I mean, I could just walk around it if I really needed to get where I was going, which would be the other side of the doorway. And I came back into the house, and there was like a lightning strike because there was like a flash. And I looked outside, and there was a black truck that looked kind of like the car, because it's not really a truck, but it's not really a car. It's actually a crossover, which I really hate that term. I also hate the term SUV. I mean, just call it what it is. It's a glorified station wagon with a lift. So I saw that in my yard, and I have a Highlander, but it didn't look like a Highlander. It looked more like a Mercedes, like one of the G-Class things. But I'm not 100%. And it was in the yard, and it drove off. It left. And what was really weird is that I had the sense that my mom was driving it and that she had gone to the store to get groceries. And she didn't come back. And I was worried. And that's kind of it. There wasn't really much else to it. Anyway, it's just really weird dream about my mom because she always leaves in my dreams. And it's just weird. So that was that.